Hey, okay, so we are back and we are going to be doing support and resistance 2.0. So let me share my screen. Okay, that wasn't the way I should have done it. Give me 1 second. Share my screen. Oh no, where'd it go? Um, yep, okay, there it is. There it is. All right. So in the last support and resistance, we went over foundation levels, which was basically our monthly and our weekly levels. And so today we are going to be going over our support and resistant levels for our 4 hour, 1 hour, and our lower time frames, like the 30-minute, 15-minute. Okay. And so um, throughout the so this is the only time that we're going to be drawing these lines, okay? Because I don't want our charts looking super convoluted. Even though if you look at my charts right now, like they are convoluted, right? Especially with my fibs and, all my different drawings, but it helps me track the market. But for you guys, I want you guys to slowly just learn how to build your different tools when you're utilizing TradingView. And so right now we're going to keep it very simple. So after this, what you're going to do is you're going to drop to your 4 hour. And with your 4 hour, I am not going to have you guys draw lines. With your 4 hour, it's going to be your 4 hour, your 1 hour, your 30-minute, your 15-minute. It's going to be more of an area, a boxed area. So I'll show you this right now. So you're going to see where there's been multiple touches with your 4 hour levels. And right here is the level, the area. Second, this is so hard to do it on a smaller screen. But how you're going to find your other support and resistance levels is it's larger. Is you're going to find the candle, the down candle. It's a small down candle that down or up candle. Okay. So these right here, this color is my up candles. Okay. These are my down candles. So buy candles, sell candles. So what you're going to do is you're going to find them and they have to be on the left side. So basically it has to be a small little candle and it has to be on the left side. Okay. And it has to be an engulfing candle on the right side, engulfing it. Okay. So this one, it wouldn't be it. This one right here, even though it lines up with it, you can't use that one. You want to use ones that are like that, are ones that are like that. Okay. And so what you're going to do is you're going to grab the tool and let's just see what areas. So that this one seems like a good area. And what you're going to do is you're going to box it. You're going to box it in like that. You're just going to drag it across. So another way that you could do it is if you just find that little area, you box it in. You can go right here. You can extend to the right, extend to the left. Let's just extend to the left. And let's see if there's multiple touches in that. area. And there is. And I am seeing that a better area would be this one right here. Right there. If it has a wick on it, what you're going to do, like that's a small little doji candle, you're going to grab the body of it, and then you're going to also grab the wick of it, okay? And then that is going to be your zone, your support and resistance zone. And so do you see right here how that candle, just by moving it a little bit, do you see how, okay, it broke through right there, it retested, went down, came back up, broke through it, retested it right there, went up. And it tested, resisted, broke through, supported, went up. Do you see the concept of that? And so it's the same thing on your 4-hour levels that you did on your monthly and weekly levels. So you're just doing it on your 4-hour levels, but you're going to do it with this concept that I'm showing you. Okay. And you're going to box it. You're going to box the candle and then drag it to the right and left. So let's find another zone. So that right there is another zone. We see that there's the body of the candle. It's on the left side. It's an engulfing candle. There's multiple touches that it resisted or supported off of right there. Let's go into the left. Oh my goodness. The left, and let's see other areas. Yep, right there, right there, right there. Let's put these to the right as well, so it just looks nice and clean. And let's find some more levels. And like I said, you can use this line chart so that you can see. Like I get confused by the line chart, but if you guys can see it better, then more power to you. Utilize that way. But right here, let's see. Okay. So I see an area, I would say right here. That candle right there. Right there, stop, went up, broke through. So that would be another area. And let's see. Let's see. Don't really see any more areas. It's kind of going into nowhere land up here. And if that does happen, what you can do is you can just go further back right here, and you can see I just drop a line right there. Let's see. Okay, that's an area that matches up, and that way it kind of keeps your place. I'll show you other tips and tricks so that you can go backwards and not like have to keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling in a minute, okay? Okay, so this seems like an area. So I'm gonna delete that, grab the box tool, and let's see. See if this one would be better. I feel like this one would be better. So I'm utilizing that candle right there. And then how it broke through. Like it stopped, then it broke through, stopped, broke through, stopped, stopped, stopped. So that's the one I'm going to use. And then if you go back to over here, same thing. It's stopped right there. Let's see if we can get it to be a little bit better. No, that's more like a 1 hour stop, support and resistance. Okay, so that is pretty much it. Let's see. Let's put something up right here. And go to the left. Yep, that's a little area too. So let's remove that. And we're using this candle right here. This one right there, that green one. Perfect. So that is how you find your 4 hour zones. And basically the same concept is going to be for your 1 hour, for your 30-minute. For me, I don't like too much art on my chart. Okay. So I won't draw 1 hour zones or 30-minute zones or 15-minute on until actually like I'm actually like trying to get in a trade and I'm looking around. We'll get into more detail with that, but I will show you. So like once you go to the smaller time frames, you can see, okay, that's a big zone between each other. But when we're on the 4 hour, like it looked super close. It looked like an inch apart or something. But so here we can see, oh, okay, this is another little zone right here. Let me go to my 15-minute zone. And those are always going to be gold. And so like if I'm wanting to get into a trade, and I see like, oh, okay, it's resisting off of this 4 hour zone, it's most likely going to go down. But is it going to go down all the way to this next 4 hour zone? Like it should, but what if it doesn't? And I see that the market has stopped right here multiple times. And so what I like to do is I like to then grab my tool, this tool, and box that area of where it has stopped multiple times on that 15-minute time frame or whatever time frame that I'm wanting to take a trade on. Okay. And then I will either take it to, so once it bounces off this zone, I will take it to this next smaller time frame zone or a more I guess confirmation trade would be, oh, okay, let me get in the trade. Once it breaks past this area that has stopped multiple times. And so what you're going to do, get the box tool. Typically it would be more so like right there. But what you're going to do is you're going to wait, you're going to set an alarm, you're going to wait until it breaks past that, and you are going to get in at the retest. So this would be the retest, and then you're going to take it down. Okay. And so that is the only time that I will draw other zones, time frame zones on my chart other than the 4 hour. My 4 hour zones always stay on my chart. So that is how you do that. And let me go back to the 4 hour and let me show you this neat little trick that you can do. So if you're having a hard time, like you just don't want to keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, what I would suggest to do is So mark an area, like, oh, okay, well, this area right here, right, was like an area. And then utilize this replay button. So let me put that down. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit the bar replay, and then you're just going to take it all the way down, and then you're going to find your zone that way. Because what happens is you could be scrolling and scrolling and scrolling forever, and you're not going, it's like you're going to lose your place. You're like, oh my gosh, where was I? And all that. So I always suggest grab a horizontal line from where you are at where you're trying to find a zone at, by price, click that on there, and then use the bar replay and rewind it all the way back to where you can actually see where price has been in the past. Otherwise, here, let me get out of the replay mode. Otherwise, you're just going to keep going like further and further and further, right? And then what happens is you mark. So say like we marked an area. Say we mark an area. I'm just doing a random area, okay? And then now you want to go to like the 30-minute, and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to go all the way back and do this and this. When in bar replay, you can actually do this. Let me show you in the beginning. Let me reset my chart. It's up here. Okay, so right there, price really isn't up there. But okay, now let's go into bar replay. And then when we're in bar replay, what we can do is we can drop down to that time frame, and it'll show exactly where the market is right then and there. I just do it again because I need to go like up here. There really isn't any market structure. So let me do it down here. Price hasn't gone up there. So let me do it here. Okay. So you're trying to find a zone. Drop that on there. Bar replay. Let's just say we want to do bar replay from right there. Okay, so it basically cuts off all of the candles that were in the present, and it went back to the future. So say that you want to go back to the 5-minute. It's going to take you right there. It's going to keep it right there. Instead of, if you were not on bar replay, and just say we're going back here, and just say we found a zone right here. Okay. And we go to the 1 hour. You're like out of your place. Now you need to like reset your screen, scroll all the way back. Instead of being in bar replay and it's staying at that same exact place where you're trying to find price at. So I hope that helps. This was just going over your support and resistance for your 4-hour zones and how to find zones. And the same concept you can utilize on your 1 hour, your 30-minute, your 15-minute. But I do not suggest that you put all those lines and all those boxes on your charts. Okay. The only lines that should be on your chart are your foundation levels, which is your support and resistance monthly and weekly levels, and then your 4-hour zones. Okay, that's it. Now in strategy, when we go to the strategy section, there is an exception to have like your 1-hour zones. But that's if you're not going to be doing your 4-hour levels zones and trading off of them. Okay, so we'll go into more in depth about that. But right now, all you need is your 4-hour zones on your chart and your monthly and weekly foundation levels. Okay. And again, there's homework for this. So your homework is going to be in the homework section right below this module. And what you're going to do is you're just going to submit it in the Telegram chat. Okay. If you have any questions, just ask them in the Telegram chat. I'll answer them, and have a great day. Okay. Bye.